Hey guys, welcome to another pick a card. My name is Johanna. Welcome to Tenacious Soul. Today we have 3 piles. We're going to look at what is coming towards you in 2022 or what's going to be happening for you in 2022. So yeah, take what resonates, leave the rest. These are general, keep that in mind. But we have 3 piles here today. Timestamps will be down below for you. So we have pile number 1 here. We have pile number 2 in the center, and then we have pile number 3 here at the end. So take your time to intuitively kind of pick which pile you feel the most drawn to. And again, timestamps will be down below, so you can kind of click on those. And I will see you all in your reading. Hi, pile number 1, welcome. If you chose this pile, you chose pile number 1 with this little dark crystal here. I think it's like a green crystal. But we are going to see what is coming up for you guys in 2022. I've pre-pulled oracles and some tarot cards here. So yeah, we're going to kind of see where we go and see what something maybe significant that maybe you need to know for 2022. What could be coming in, so it's kind of whatever message comes out here today. So let's kind of see where we go. We have New Moon in Taurus, Know Your Worth. We also have the Standing Stones with Passage. And we have the King of Swords, which is the thinking man in this deck. And then we have Opening to Love. So it says, my heart is open. So some of you definitely could be opening up to love. I feel like there could be a softening of your energy here where it's like you kind of start to open yourself up to more things with the King of Swords energy of the thinking man. It makes me feel like some of you could have maybe been a little bit reserved or kind of like had a bit of a guard towards love, or just opening yourself up to new things. It doesn't even have to be love specifically, because with the passage here, it feels like something is like you're walking through a doorway, or you're walking through a gate of some sort. And this all comes from having a level of confidence. With the King of Swords is a very confident energy, and with this know your worth, makes me feel like it's like obviously you're understanding your value, but you're also very confident in yourself and confident in your knowledge and what it is that you have and what you can bring to the table. So it feels like very confident in self. And this could have been something that maybe you've been working on. This feels like something you've maybe been trying to get better at, is opening yourself up to new things, opening yourself up to possibly love. It just feels like opening up your heart chakra is really what it feels like. And the heart chakra is meant to, when it's open, it's so that you can give and receive. That's how we connect with other people and other things. So it feels like there could definitely be good things coming in towards you, because you are having this sense of confidence that you're worthy of it and that you're capable of achieving this, but also you're aware of the fact that you're needing to open yourself up to new things here as well. Now, I'm going to pull these at the end. We also have the elk energy. Okay, so there is fire energy there, even though it's an earth card. I'm going to read it actually from the book to see what it says. So let me see if I can pull this up here real quick. There we go. So it says stable, resilient, headstrong, the father. So it makes me think of the King of Pentacles, even though there's a lot of fire energy there. So it says the great elk represents the earth element in its masculine form. This means it provides underlying support and stability amidst life's many changes. An elk personality, whether male or female, is fully established in themselves and knows their core values. So again, it gets back to that, like knowing your value, knowing your worth, having that confidence and that awareness within yourself. They become known and respected for acting in ways that uphold those values. Sometimes the elk's ego can become inflated, but for most part, they make damn good fathers, mothers, lovers, and friends. The world needs more elk energy. So when you're in balance, you're supportive, kind, and consistent. When out of balance, there's a pretentious, high and mighty energy. And it also says to bring into balance, eat and drink more consciously. So I feel like there could be a focus on your material sense, but also like becoming more grounded. I feel like you're going to feel a lot more stable moving forward. And I think it's because you're going to be putting your energy into things that you uphold, or things that you have value in, that you have that you hold value in, whether that's yourself or even the things that you're choosing to align yourself with, okay, whether that be people or situations. So there's kind of like knowing your worth when you're making very conscious decisions around what is meant for you and what is not meant for you. Okay, you're only opening yourself up to things that you consider to be in your world worthy or abundant, okay? So there's a strong sense of stability and knowing and understanding value and worth and monetary side of things, but also just like on an earthly plane. So some of you definitely could have Taurus in your chart, okay? King of Pentacles and the King of Swords are like, so earth and air is kind of coming out right now. So then we have Destiny, which is the Wheel of Fortune. We have Transformation, the Death card. And then we also have the Sacral Chakra, which is kind of around like the belly button area. So this does feel like things are changing. The Wheel of Fortune and the Death card is making me feel like there's been changes in your life. You've maybe created these changes, but it's so that you can bring better, more abundant things into your life. So I kind of feel like 2022 is going to be a year of things expanding for you, things changing definitely, but I almost feel like you've already ended a lot of things, and this is bringing in a lot of these changes for you. There could definitely be something that you're creating with this sacral energy, but again, it's like you're open and receptive to new things. Okay, so you could be creating something new. You also could be birthing something new, like from a creation standpoint. Some of you may possibly, even if you're trying to create a human, that could be possible maybe for some of you. But you're ultimately feeling very stable in your efforts, and whatever it is that you're trying to create for yourself, there's a sense of expansion and growth and value that it holds as well. The sacral energy or the sacral chakra is like reproduction. Okay, so it's creativity, it's feminine energy, the sacral chakra. So it's very creative, it's very fertile, right? It has a lot of growth, expansion. It reminds me of like Empress type energy. Okay, so it's like the womb space. Whether you're male or female, we all have this creative aspect to ourselves, and it comes from this sacral chakra. So this, I feel like you've opened yourself. It's almost like you've opened up your creativity. However, you do have this strong masculine sense too, as well. So there's a sense of like harmony and balance between your masculine and your feminine, which is allowing this change, doing the work to create the changes with the Death card, but also allowing and open and receptive, because feminine energy is open and receptive to bigger and better things in 2022. Okay. Now these cards can be a little specific. These are tea leaf cards. So we're going to see what they say, take them or leave them, because again, they can be pretty specific. And again, obviously 2022 hasn't happened yet, so none of this may resonate, okay? So keep that in mind. So we have tree, affairs with your family, okay? So there could be some family stuff that is of importance that comes up for you here. We have ear, good news. And we have cup, you should accept valid criticism. Okay, so I feel like what this is saying, there could be a family member who, there definitely could be things with your family that come up this year, and that wouldn't surprise me with this earth energy, okay? So you may hear some good news this year around something. Again, this feels like if there's good news, it's around something growing and expanding in your life. There could be some good news around family, okay? But I also feel like if there's any sort of people criticizing you, but it's constructive, it's things that you can use in a positive way to change your situation, definitely pay attention. So don't get too stubborn and maybe think that you know everything, okay? Don't get too rigid in, like, allow things to shift and change as the year goes on. Don't get so rigid. Be open to change is almost what I feel with that card. Now let's see what your tarot has here. So we have, I'm going to pull these out this way because this is how they came out. So 4 of Swords, 7 of Swords, 3 of Wands, and the 8 of Wands. So definitely manifesting, looking forward. I also feel like there is a need to kind of rest through 2022. Some of you really may be trying to do things on your own here with this 7 of Swords. don't allow yourself to self-sabotage either. Okay, so I see you guys making a lot of progress. I feel there's going to be a lot of movement forward for you. Again, a lot of growth, expansion, progression for you guys. I feel like there's something specific that I almost feel like for you guys, it's not a specific message of like one area of your life. This is like your life in general. You're trying to increase your abundance. You're trying to increase your resources. You're also wanting to bring in things that are in alignment with you. Like you're being very, maybe a little bit strategic here, Seven of Swords, strategic about what deserves your energy and what does not. So anything that's not in alignment with you, I don't feel like you're accepting, because you're very much knowing your worth. And with this Aquarius energy of the King of Swords, it's like anything that you don't want, anything that you're not thinking is worthy of your time, you're just going to cut it out. You're just going to cut it off. So you're being very discerning this year. And I almost feel like that is the biggest thing, because you're knowing when and where to put your time and your energy, which is going to bring in growth in those areas that you choose to spend your time. Okay, so kind of a vague message in that sense, because it's not specific to one area of your life. Some of you definitely could be your resources that you're trying to expand, your material world, feeling more stable in your world and your environment, whether that's from a physical standpoint of the things that you own and the things that you have, or it's from a monetary standpoint of like trying to increase your money, trying to increase your resources on that side of things. It does feel like there's something here that you're trying to create, that you're trying to grow, but that could just be your resources. That could just be basically your bin of resources. I'm trying to think, there's like a word that I'm looking for, but it's not coming to my mind. But there's something here where you're trying to increase stability. You're trying to create stability for your life. Maybe 2021, obviously 2020 have been very unstable or unstable times for you. And so therefore there's a heavy focus on this now. And I think that you're very determined to go out and achieve this. And I think that you're understanding what is valuable to you. There's a sense of like knowing that like this matters, this doesn't. This is where I'm putting my energy. Okay. So I see you doing that, and I see you manifesting. I see you moving forward. I see you looking towards your future, it's like you're creating goals for yourself. And I do feel like you're moving forward. Some of you are really trying to create plans for yourself. I think your biggest advice here is just take a break when you need it. Okay. Don't get so caught up in going and doing all the time. I feel like there's a very passive energy where there's a very confident that like, good things are going to come towards you. So there's a very big energy of, I don't have to go crazy and I don't have to force things because I know that they're going to come towards me. And again, the Seven of Swords is knowing what's like worthy of your time and your energy. Again, it's like more of that Aquarius energy. Okay. So it's like, you're kind of focused on your personal life. Your focus is like in your environment, but it's from an internal, so it's an external, but it comes from an internal place. And so this could be trying to support a family. This could be trying to support just what you want to achieve in your life. Maybe you eventually want to have a family, so you're trying to become more stable. But there's a heavy focus on your resources and your stability this year. And I feel like there is a strong sense of like your family and your home life that has a focus as well. So I feel like good things are coming to you, especially with this ear, with the good news. Like you may hear of good news. You may have something that, again, you've been trying to create and trying to achieve, that you get good news around, that it starts to grow and expand, because Jupiter is very expansive, right? So I feel like a lot of you have already walked away from a lot of things, and now you are stepping into this place of creation and expansion and growth. And I mean, it's always relative to how much energy you're going to put into things. So really being discerning about you're choosing the right places to put your time and energy. And again, accepting criticism from people or things around you that could influence how you do things, but it might improve that situation for you as well. Okay, so again, it's not a specific area of your life. I feel like this is like a general stability of like how secure you feel day to day in your situation, whether it's monetary or resource focused. And I see it growing and expanding, and I see you putting in the effort to growing and expanding it. So as long as you're putting in the effort, I feel like it's going to keep growing and expanding. Okay, so just open yourself up to allow yourself to receive good things from the universe, like putting yourself, it's like not allowing doubts and insecurities to creep in of what you're capable of achieving, because I feel like you're capable of achieving a lot this year. As long as you continue to know your worth and continue to understand your value and keep that confidence within yourself. So that is what I have for you, group 1. Hopefully that resonates. Kind of, again, general, but it is a general reading. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye. Hi, group number 2. Welcome. If you chose this pile, you chose this dark little crystal that was in the center. So this is going to be your reading. We're going to see what is coming up for you in 2022, just something that you maybe need to know of or be aware of, or things that could be changing for you. Group number 1 was a little bit kind of like their general life. So we'll kind of see if we get anything specific in one area, like love, career, money, that sort of thing, or if it's just kind of like this overall energy, which is kind of what I was getting more for group number 1. So let's see what we have for you, group number 2. We have last quarter moon in Taurus. Be proud of yourself. Okay. We have Daffodil Fairy, new beginnings. We have Indecision. We also have the Thinking Woman, which is the Queen of Swords for me. And we have Embarking on an Adventure. I savor the wonders of the world. So some of you are definitely kind of, I feel like there's going to be a lot of new starts. You may be having to decide like which direction to take something, with this indecision being in the center. It's almost like definitely being proud of what you've accomplished up until this point, what you currently have in your life, your resources, your material world, Taurus energy, right? So it's like kind of like what you have, being proud of what you've been able to accomplish. But I do feel like there are new beginnings that you're trying to step into here. New beginnings and indecision with the Queen of Swords really makes me feel like you're trying to discern maybe which direction to take something. And it may be with regards to a brand new adventure here that you're wanting to have for yourself. Like really wanting to experience new things. So you may be trying a lot of new things this year, but also kind of like going back and forth in your head. There's like a strong Libra energy here, as well as Taurus energy as well. So we also have the Crow here, which is air energy. I'm going to put the tarot there and these cards here. We're going to read the Crow energy. It is air, like I said. And I'm pretty sure the crow has a similar, it relates, I believe, to the High Priestess energy. Yeah, so we have, I'm going to read from the book for you, but it says spiritually strong, creative, and watchful. So the crow has long been a symbol of magic. A crow personality is drawn to the supernatural and has a gift for seeing the unseen and knowing the unknown. It is said that the crow holds within its mind's eye the 3 realities, past, present, and future. Crow energy is potent and should only be tapped into when the mind is clear. Those with crow tendencies must balance their lives with a healthy diet, joyful friends, and regular self-study. When in balance, psychic, strong, and clear, and when out of balance, ungrounded and hypersensitive. So I feel like there's that intuitive aspect of the intuitive aspect within the energy for you here. And I think that there's a need to definitely tap into the intuition, especially if you're feeling stuck. I know it says tap into it when the mind is clear. So some of you may have to really work on the mental side of things this year. Some of you are increasing your intuition, your awareness around things, and you're able to kind of like process the past and the present in order to make decisions for your future. So this kind of feels like you know you need to start something new, but maybe there is this energy of not sure which direction is the right direction for you in something. We're going to pull these cards here. So we have emotional loss, 5 of Cups. We also have truth, number 20, which is judgment. We have the crown chakra, number 7. And we have prosperity begins, Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like you could be definitely leaving something behind here, some sort of emotional loss, something emotional that has kind of It's something from your past with Judgment here that I feel like you're learning your lesson and you're moving forward. There is this strong energy of intuition or intuitive messages from the divine, the universe, coming into your crown chakra, coming in from the universe to you. And I feel like it resolves around something new. We have prosperity begins, Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so there's some sort of new, it could definitely be monetary. But I do see you guys overcoming something emotional. Now, this could be something from a relationship. This could be something that you have had to walk away from and leave in the past. So I do see you healing from that energy, but it's almost like it could be affecting you moving into this new Ace of Pentacles, okay, embarking on this new journey. So I think you need to be, proud of where you've come up until this point, because I feel like for some of you, you've been through something challenging, or you've been through something that has kind of been a bit of a struggle, and something that has caused an emotional response here. And there's a need to kind of like learn from that and really kind of pivot into this more aligned space, which I feel comes from stepping in towards something new here for yourself. So it definitely could be something financial. It could be a new job. It could be a side hustle. It could just be starting something, practical or tangible. Like I feel like you're going to be growing something this year. Okay. Now these cards these are tea leaf cards. These can be a little bit specific. So take them or leave them. And again, 2022 has not happened yet. So obviously take this with a grain of salt as well. So we have boat, money or property through an inheritance, winning or windfall. So something good is on its way. I feel like this could be this Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Some of you could receive obviously an inheritance or get some sort of like a gift or win something. We have grapes, time to go out and have fun. So again, that's a little bit of that adventure energy. And then we have horse, short journey. So some of you could be traveling or moving. Okay, that could be a little bit of that new beginning as well with that Ace of Pentacles. But it's having to leave something behind. And I think that there's a need to enjoy a little bit more of the process, enjoy a little bit more of your journey. I feel like there could be some sort of blessing when it comes to like a monetary sense that could be coming in towards you. But really, I feel like this is about you having fun, enjoying these new things, starting new things. And again, some of you could be moving with that horse energy or traveling to some extent. Maybe going on a trip, right? With the going out and have fun and that short journey. So some of you could be traveling around and just trying to enjoy the things around you. So your tarot cards, we have the Devil here. We have the Star, the Death card, and the Hanged Man. So you guys got all major arcana. Okay, so this feels big. There's definitely some sort of spiritual enlightenment happening here, okay? With the Hanged Man, the Star is spiritual energy. The Death and Rebirth is transformation, which also makes me think of the Crow. But also intuitively, like you're tapping into the Hanged Man is a very spiritual energy. It's about shifting perspective, seeing things from a different lens. But it's also about like surrendering to the process. Some of you could be really focusing again on like letting things go that you've previously been stuck in. Okay. There's kind of this temptation to always kind of maybe go back to what was once easy or once was what was simple. Okay. But it's not really where you want to be. And so I almost feel like there's this push-pull energy of like where I want to go versus what's just easy for me to kind of sit into. And I think that you're going to be kind of going through a lot of changes this year, possibly a lot of new beginnings, but it's all about seeing where things are going to take you and surrendering to that process and allowing the change to happen instead of trying to hold on to things here. The Devil may feel like you, or it feels as though like they're trying to hold on to something that isn't meant for you. It's like holding you back. It's like she's holding, I don't know if you can see, but she's holding on to the string. So it's like she at some point you've got to let go so that you can actually move forward, right? She's holding on to that hope and that faith, which is great, but at some point you have to make the change as well. You can't just keep hoping for things to change without making the change, if that makes any sense. So I feel like there are changes. There's something though you have to let go of. And I think that almost that's what the decision is like, do I let go and do I move forward into a new beginning? This could be like letting go of a job to start something new. Okay, this could be letting go of a relationship and maybe moving, or letting go. It's something big that I feel you have to let go of and surrender. And almost like trust that the universe is going to bring better things in, or bring in exactly what it is that you're wanting with the star energy. This is big, like 4 major arcana out of 4 cards. This is big energy. This is transformation. This is hope. This is healing. This is having faith, surrendering to the process, not trying to control things, allowing things to move forward as they should. Okay, the devil makes me feel like, again, you guys have maybe been holding on to things, or there's things that you've been kind of feeling stuck in, that there's this need to release. Definitely a need to release and let go, and so that you can start something new, start this new healing journey, heal from the past, heal from the karmic things. This could be definitely that 5 of Cups, healing from those karmic things that are no longer serving you, and letting go so that you can change your life. This feels like, even though you've been through things that are tough, I feel like you need to be proud of yourself and still have that hope and faith in yourself that you can overcome whatever it is that you have gone through or that you're going to go through. But this feels like definitely walking away from something karmic. Okay. So it looks good. Again, there's some sort of new beginning here. This could be, I feel like it's either a job or a home for some of you that requires you. I think the indecision is like this judgment call, this decision that you have to make to really pivot your life. And so with the embarking on an adventure, it feels like some of you could be moving. Some of you are traveling, moving, doing something very different. And intuitively, I feel like there's a need for you to really tap into whether that's the right decision for yourself, or whether this one specifically is the right decision, right? And just kind of see what happens. I feel like there's a little bit of an unknown for you guys. Okay, so there could be a move, a change, something financial. It feels material in that sense. But it's gonna give you a lot to think about. It's gonna give you a lot to think about, and it's going to I almost feel like force you to grow up a little bit. Like it's gonna be a big adult decision, in the sense of like, we're either doing this or we're not. And I feel like it's gonna create big changes, but I also feel like don't lose hope, don't lose faith in your life and your situation, because I feel like things are going to move in a positive direction for you. It's kind of like there's like a little bit of there's like the Fool energy, where it's like we're embarking on a new adventure, embarking on a new thing, and who knows where it's going to take us, right? You have all you need. You just got to start, and you're going to learn things along the way. So that is what I see for you guys for what's coming in 2022. It feels like a big change, a big shift. And again, it could be a career change, or a financial change, or it's like you're moving like from one place to another, but it's a whole new world. I almost feel like it's a whole new adventure for you. And I feel like it's all about just kind of going with it and enjoying it and kind of surrendering to that process of it. So that is what I have for you, group number 2. Hopefully that resonates. Again, a little bit more of a general reading. But again, there's a lot of people watching these, so it kind of makes sense. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye. Hi, group number 3. Welcome. If you chose this pile, you chose this lighter purpley crystal here. It's going to be pile number 3, like I said. So I've pre-pulled oracles and tarot, so we're going to kind of see what comes up for you guys. Take what resonates, obviously leave the rest. It is a general message. We're going to see what's coming up in 2022. The last 2 groups have kind of been some like general overview kind of the year, in the sense of a general energy of what they could be going through. So we'll see what comes up for you, whether it's going to be specific or not, and kind of go from there. Okay, so again, take what resonates, leave the rest. It might not be your reading. So we have full moon in Gemini, embrace the flow of life. And we also have last quarter moon in Sagittarius, practice gratitude. Interesting that you got Gemini and Sag because they're opposite signs. We also have dragonfly spirit, change. We have patience, number 16. And we have caring connections. And then, yeah, taking action. I enthusiastically embrace life's boundless possibilities. So, it feels as though you guys are, hold on, let me organize these here. Okay, so it definitely feels like there could be a lot of changes coming up here and needing to be patient. This could have to do with relationships. I feel like there's a lot of opportunities that could be coming in towards you this year, but there's kind of like this shifting energy. Both Gemini and Sagittarius are always kind of like changing, pivoting. They're mutable signs, right? So they're kind of like this, there's always shifting into something new. So your year might have, 2022 might bring in a lot of change, and there's a need to be patient with these changes. This could be with regards to a relationship. Okay, I feel like you guys could definitely be taking action or wanting to take action on a lot of possibilities, a lot of opportunities for yourself, but there's almost this energy of like, you might start something and then it's like you pivot into something else. Okay, so there could be just maybe even a lot of changes in relationships, like maybe you have different relationships, or there's a lot of changes like in your romantic as well as your friendships and your family. Like there could be a lot of shift in that. And so kind of going with the flow and surrendering to this change, just be patient with the changes that are happening, because it could kind of like cause a little bit of like an unsteady feel to it, especially if you're somebody who doesn't like that. That could be something that comes up for you. I also feel with this taking action, it reminds me of the Knight of Wands, which is kind of Sagittarius energy. So a lot of you could be pursuing a lot of things that you are passionate about. You might have a lot of like projects where you're like, oh, I'm going to start this, and I'm going to start this, I'm going to start this. You might have a lot of like things on the go. And so it might kind of like your energy just feels like very like in different directions, kind of like diverting all over the place. So, it feels like you've got a lot of opportunities, but there's a lot of change that comes with this too. Okay. Now for some of you that this could be happening to people around you, which is needing you to be patient with these people. Okay. It feels like there's people somehow in your energy when it comes to this change. We have the Lamb here as your overall kind of energy. So we're going to read that. It is earth energy. Let's see. Where is the Lamb? There it is. So it says peaceful, prophetic, and patient. Again, there's that patience energy. So the Lamb is a bearer of important message. Its contents can only be heard when a deep level of quiet has been established. Lamb energy is the honest guidance you hear from an old friend, a young child, or sometimes a surprising stranger. Though the Lamb's message may channel through another person, the wisdom resonates within you. It will repeat and reverberate until you listen. Approach this gentle creature with utmost patience and reverence. Truth is a gift. Sit still, listen, and receive. So when in balance, there's a knowingness and inner peace. When out of balance, quiet, timid, and concerned. So for some of you, again, I feel like there's this chaotic energy. I feel like there's a need to kind of like hone that in a little bit. Some of you could be just kind of a little bit all over the place, and you might not be listening to what's happening around you. So taking time to kind of sit down, give yourself time to process certain things. For some of you, there's something that keeps coming up for you that you're not seeing. Okay, so there might be something that keeps coming up for you that might make you feel a little impatient. And it keeps coming up for you because you need to look at it, or you're not seeing it fully. So there's something that is needing to be understood, be known. And for others of you, you keep trying to tell this to someone and they're not listening. Okay, so take that as it resonates, but it feels like there's some sort of message that is kind of coming up for you that needs to be processed, needs to be seen or heard. Whether that's you doing it or someone doing this to you, and it's like someone's not paying attention. Okay. So there's a need to have patience with the person who's not paying attention. So let's see what comes up with these oracles. We have the Empress, fertility here, number 3. We also have Triumph, number 7, which is the Chariot. And we have Patience, the Temperance energy, number 14. So you have 3 major arcana here. This is funny. I do feel like obviously there's really a big need for you to be patient. Some of you are really trying to change things and move forward in things and move things forward fast, like go, go, go. And you're really trying to get things to grow and progress and move forward and be abundant and have all this like, there's like kind of this like rah energy of like, go, 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 gotta accomplish, gotta achieve, gotta have victory, gotta be triumphant in a situation. But it's almost like there's a need to be patient and wait for these results to come in. So if you're kind of like not giving things enough time to take off, that could be part of your message, right? Where it's like, if you're starting new things, but then like 3 days into it and you're like, well, nothing's happened. And so you just like give up and move on. I feel like that could be in your relationships, but that could also be in projects that you're starting. So be a little bit more patient with these changes. Be a little bit more patient to see actually how they unfold. Embrace the flow of life. Practice gratitude for your current situation. So just enjoy where you're currently at. Don't try to rush things. I feel like there's a rushing energy, trying to change things, trying to get things off the ground, trying to move, go, go, go. I want the best. I want everything, Empress. I want to like have it all. I want all the abundance right now. But there's a need to allow yourself time to go through these processes and go through these changes. Now let's see. We're going to get some tea leaf cards here. We have 3 of them. These can be kind of specific, so take it as it resonates. And maybe this will pop up for you in 2022 and you just aren't picking up on it now because this hasn't happened yet, right? We're not in 2022 yet. So you guys, I pulled 3 cards and you guys actually got a month. So you guys got March. So March could be significant for you guys in some aspect. So it's, not too far away. We also have Flag. Don't be tempted to lower your standards. I feel like that has to do with this impatience energy. Like don't rush things and then just settle because you just want something to happen. And then we have Cobweb. Protected from negative forces beyond your control. So you are protected. Things are working out for you. I feel like just don't settle. There's something around March here that is maybe something is kind of tempting you in March, but I feel like you're protected by this situation. Okay, so take that as it resonates. It might not resonate for all of you, obviously. Just generally, I feel like good things are happening, and that's why there's this protection energy, like good things are happening for you. And I feel like with this Flag energy, it just feels like be patient. Don't just jump because you're like, oh, that's going to it's like immediate gratification. Like don't just jump to it because it's immediate. Sometimes the good things take a little longer to kind of manifest and grow, right? There's a sense of needing to nurture things here. Take the time to nurture things, allow things to change. Take action on them, yes. And it can definitely be inspired action, but allow it to go through its process that it needs to go through. Your tarot cards, we have the Ace of Cups. We have the 10 of Swords. We have the 2 of Wands and the 9 of Wands. So, again, there's changes, there's new things, there's abundance. Ace of Cups is abundance. It's an overflowing of energy. Usually the cup is overflowing, right? There's this excess. And so it's a very abundant energy, the Ace of Cups. And again, you have the Empress energy here with the fertility. So there's a lot of opportunity. There's a lot of possibilities, right? Even this taking action card says, I enthusiastically embrace life's boundless possibilities. You have a lot coming to you this year. But I also feel like there's, you could be trying to overcome something with this 10 of Swords, okay? Definitely needing to not hold on to things that aren't serving you, okay? Don't lower your standards to things that just really aren't going to make you happy. And Again, I feel like some of you are trying to create changes, trying to like let things go and start new things. Okay, but it might take a little longer than you're hoping or that you're wanting. 2 of Wands, 9 of Wands. There's kind of this like you're struggling with the patience aspect, like struggling, waiting to see where things go. It's almost like this year could feel so long to you because you're just like, oh, when is it going to happen? I feel like things are coming in for you. You just may not be seeing them. Like you're not, both the 10 of Swords and the 2 of Wands have their back to this Ace of Cups, right? So it's almost like be grateful for what is here, what you currently have, because what you do have is a lot of abundance, but it's almost like you're not seeing it that way. There's that need for gratitude, right? And like putting your focus on this Ace of Cups is going to allow you to grow and expand it. It's going to allow you to nurture it. I feel like there's like some resistance or something that is like holding you back or something that is feeling challenging to move forward. It's like it feels like such a long journey. It feels like, when are we going to get there? Type of an energy. So there is definitely that need for patience. I mean, it's here 3 times. With the Lamb, we have the patience card and the patience card. And again, like not being tempted by immediate gratification. It feels like you're struggling with waiting for the change to happen, or waiting. You may have taken the steps to make the change, but now you're waiting for it to grow. So this definitely could have to do with a relationship, or this could have to do with like entering a relationship, wanting things to move forward quickly, but needing to just go with the flow, like not trying to rush things. I feel like there's people around you that can definitely support you. And I also feel like there's people going through these changes with you. Like I almost feel like even if there's not a relationship thing, it feels like there's people around you, family, friends, whatever, that are like helping you through these changes. And so they're needing to be patient with you. You're needing to be patient with them. Okay. There's kind of this like collaborative energy. But there is more of a soul focus on yourself, or like, again, some of you, it's love, like trying to get new love off the ground, but it's like you have to leave behind the past situations first, right? So it's almost like some of you are really wanting maybe a new relationship, and it's like there's a need to not settle. Okay, don't settle for less when it comes to relationships. There could be a new connection coming in March for some of you specifically. But whatever it is that is new for you, that you're wanting to change in your life, do not rush it, is what I feel. Don't rush. Allow things to happen naturally. Okay, there's a divine timing with patience. There's a divine timing aspect here of, yes, you can take action towards things, go for what you want, do what you want to go towards, but in the growth side of things, let things grow at their own pace. Some things happen faster than others. Maybe there's a reason with this cobweb, there's a reason why things are taking longer amount of time than you want them to, because you're being protected from something falling apart. This is like ensuring success, essentially, with that Triumph, the Chariot card. The patience, needing to be patient, is ensuring that there's going to be growth, there's going to be success, and it might be more long-term. Like sometimes when things grow really quickly, they don't last very long. When things slowly build over time, there's a longevity, there's a stability component to it, which allows it to stay longer or forever, right? So sometimes that patience is a good thing. So this just feels like there's something here that you're definitely wanting to step into, something new that you're wanting for yourself. Again, whether it's a relationship, what have you. It feels like just don't rush it, don't settle, don't get into a relationship just because you want to get into a relationship. Don't just start this project because you're like, oh, it's instant, it's going to grow right away, it's instant gratification. Don't do that, right? Like sometimes, again, like I said, the things that take longer to grow are the ones that actually last long term. Okay, so they ensure a success in the long term of things. So that's pretty much what I have for you, group 3. Again, there's definitely big changes. I feel like there's a lot of this like scattered energy. So focusing your energy and being patient is going to be beneficial for you into 2022. So again, March may be significant for some of you, and don't settle for opportunities just because you think they're going to take off quick. Okay, so that is what I have for you, group number 3. Hopefully that resonates. If not, you can check out your other signs, or sorry, the other piles. And you can always check out any of the other readings for your sign, which are, I do monthlies and weeklies and weekend readings, all that good stuff. So yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.